In this video, we're going to start talking about topic 5.2, which is the extreme value theorem, global versus local extrema, and critical points. Our essential question is, how do you use the extreme value theorem? And can I justify conclusions about functions applying the extreme value theorem? So we're going to talk about extrema of a function. In calculus, much effort is devoted to determining if the behavior of a function on an interval I. We investigate such questions as, does f have a maximum value on I? Does f have a minimum value on I? When is the function increasing? When is the function decreasing? And this actually leads us to a big free response question. So throughout this unit, we're going to use derivatives to answer questions and more than apply them to real life situations. A function does not have to have a maximum or minimum on an interval. For instance, in figure 1, you can see that a function, f of x equals x squared, has both a maximum or it doesn't have to have maximum or a minimum, sorry. Figure 1, you can see, has both a max and a minimum on the closed interval. Notice the minimum is here and the maximum is the highest point. In figure 2, it has a minimum, but because this is an open dot, I know it's tough to see, that's an open dot, there's no maximum. In this one, because the open dot is open down at the bottom, there's no minimum, whereas right here, there's a maximum. So the extreme value theorem tells us if f is continuous on a closed interval a to b, then f has both a max and a min. So it doesn't matter as long as it's a closed interval, meaning these two here don't qualify as closed intervals. There has to be both a max and a min. So examples of this in real life, if we look at these few pictures here, we've got something that is a mountain is always going to have a maximum. All right. And this one here would have a maximum here. This right here is the marine ocean. That would be something that's an example of a minimum. Death Valley, which is below sea level, near where I grew up, has a minimum. And then the Dead Jordan Sea, this also would be a minimum because it's below sea level.